party has a monopoly on good ideas. And I think there are a number of Republicans out there who mean well, although they're not always willing to say so, because they might get in trouble. But right now, we've seen a group of Republicans in the House in particular who suggest they wouldn't vote to pay the very bills that Congress has already racked up. That harmed our recovery back in 2011. It would severely harm it again. It could plunge us back into financial crisis. They'll tell you, well, out-of-control government spending is the problem, despite the fact that as a share of the economy, we have cut the deficit by nearly half since I took office. Or they'll say Obamacare is the problem. The problem is that we're trying to give health insurance to millions of Americans who don't have it. Now, I got to tell you, our businesses have created jobs at nearly twice the pace of the last recovery when there was no Obamacare, so it's kind of hard to figure how Obamacare is actually the problem, giving people health insurance. With an endless distraction of political posturing and phony scandals and Lord knows what, Washington keeps taking its eye off the ball. And that needs to stop. We've got to stop with the short-term thinking. We've got to stop with the outdated debates. That's not what the moment requires. A focus on the core economic issues that matter to you, that matter to middle-class Americans, all those who are trying to get in the middle class. That's what this moment requires. We've got to stay focused on how do we build an economy that works for everybody. That's my focus. And as Washington prepares to enter another budget battle, another budget debate, the stakes could not be higher. And if we don't make the necessary investments to ensure that America's a magnet for good jobs, investments in education, manufacturing, research, and transportation and information networks, we're just waving the white flag of surrender to other countries as they forge ahead in this global economy. You can say to yourself, well, I'm going to save money by not fixing my roof. And I'm going to save money by not getting a new boiler. And I'm not going to worry about that tuck pointer. And then, 2 years later, 5 years down the road, what happens? House starts breaking down. You end up spending more money. We can't defer things that we know we're going to have to do, and by the way, would put people to work right now doing them. But that's what we're doing right now. As a share of our economy, we're investing less in rebuilding America than we did 2 decades ago. We're spending less on fixing our infrastructure than China is, than Germany is. All our competitors, they know we've got to start taking care of this stuff. We're lagging behind. And the irony is, right now, it's cheaper to build than it's been since the 1950s. And I'm going to spend every single minute of every day, as long as I have the privilege of this office, making sure that I'm doing everything in my power to make this economy work for working Americans again, to build a better middle class, and to make sure the American dream is something that's alive and real and achievable for decades to come. That's what I'm fighting for, Florida. That's what I need you for, Florida. Let's make it happen. God bless you. God bless the United States of America.